Hello again, guys. Inspirational post by Leverson. Me again. Um, what I want to talk about today, I'm just going to get straight into it. I just want to talk about just having life pass us by, and been thinking about this quite a bit lately. And the strange thing is we know that we're all going to end up dead, basically. Yeah, I know it's called inspirational post, and I know I've started off with death. Yes or no, but really, just to think about it, but do we really feel our full potential? Or do we just let life just wander on by and we just go with it? That's what I was really thinking about. And how many great people that there are and why they made a difference. And everybody knows them. Why shouldn't we be known? Why doesn't anybody want to be known? Apart from their extended family and everything else. Why doesn't everybody else want to be known? But I don't mean just jumping around and being sort of talentless and trying to be famous or a so-called celebrity from doing just for doing silly, strange things. But obviously, that they've got no talent whatsoever, really, and a lot of them haven't, as we know. And I am passing judgment, even though I don't want to, but I have. So I am. I am. But and we can point it out and we can see this, but people get sucked in so much to what's on telly to make anybody famous for the most stupidest of things. And how does that make any real sense at all, really, when there've been absolutely great people at, well, there's been some great people out there and we look up to them, and obviously everybody's going to like them because we've all got people that we like and people that we dislike and people that rub us up the wrong way. But having somebody who's got a great talent, but they've worked at their craft, they've worked and worked and worked and worked and worked, but they've actually give you something that you can say, you know what, I wish I'd have thought of that. I wish I'd have done that. I wish that was me. And a lot of us have said it. A lot guaranteed. I know I've said it. Oh, I wish that was me. Going back way back when, before I was really into football and boxing. Oh, I wish that was me. Oh, I wish that. But I had the talent, but I should have persevered, because without perseverance, we never know what our true talent is, and what our capabilities are until we really, really push ourselves. One of them ones where you really push yourself. I don't mean just like, you just run a couple of steps and then you stop because you're out of breath, or you've done an assignment and you've had to have it in by the next day, and you've rushed and scribbled it and whatever. I mean, really push yourselves to the limit. Like when you hear people like climbing Everest and people that have done marathon runs across like the Sahara, or swam the Atlantic, or swam the Channel, and things like running the running a mile in 3 minutes, 3 minute mile, Roger Bannister. But think about it, people that have done great things, they really push themselves to the limit. That's the difference. That's what the difference is. But that shows that, don't forget, they are people and we are people too. But a lot of us want to take the easy route. And this is what I'm saying about some people that just want to be celebrities for doing silly things. If you look now online, and you'll see the most silliest thing and what they get for it, what likes they get, what thumbs up they get, what praise they get for it. But it isn't learning you anything. It isn't pushing you to your limit, is it? It's something where it is now, most things are just like completely throwaway. And it is throwaway. It is the culture now that we're in, is like everything's just quick, gone. No one wants to really hone their craft, but when they do, rightly so as well, they do get all the attention, they get all the rewards because they've put the hard work in. They haven't just let their life pass them by. They've found out what their talent is and they've gone with it. But most people will look at footballers, they look at sports, entertainment. So with the sports and entertainment, then you've got poets and novelists and scientists and other things. But then when you get the real famous ones that people know, it's like Steve Hawkins, who everybody knows. Well, not everybody, because some people obviously don't know, but you know, millions. If you say science, people will go to that, or I think it's Dyson, not Dyson, the vacuum guy, but people know him because of his invention of the vacuum, Dyson. Oh, his name is gone, but he'll come back to me and I'll jump it in. And you know, just all the people that are really famous and everything else, but they have worked and worked and worked, and that's all it takes is for you to find out what you're good at and then become great at it. Age doesn't matter, colour doesn't matter, sex doesn't matter, disabilities don't matter, because look how many famous people there are who are actually disabled, and that has not stopped them, and they have just carried on regardless. And that puts some able-bodied people to absolutely shame, who've got all their parts working, and they just sit down and let life just go by just so easy and so gentle. And they say, they make excuses, and that's the thing. We shouldn't have to make excuses when we've got a working, functional body and a functioning mind, because we're here to do service, to have everybody, don't matter who you are, you're in the service industry and you're here to help somebody. You're here to, definitely everybody's here to help somebody, even if even if you don't think that you're helping somebody, you are. Some people can be a little bit more sort of selective in who they help, but everybody here on this planet is in the service industry. Everybody. There isn't anybody I don't know who's in the service industry, but you're trying to do something to make money. And if you've got a great talent, you can be you can be honoured, you can just be great. But you're just letting life pass you by. Just letting it go by. But then, as I said at the beginning, but then when it's time and we take our last breath, but just before that, we're wishing for more time and you're begging for more time, and you haven't really accomplished everything that you should have accomplished, or even if it's just one thing that you should have been great for, one thing that you should have been noticed for, one thing that you should have been recognised for. Because we're all here to give a great service to somebody else and be absolutely astounding and amazing and brilliant. How can we not be brilliant as people? As I said the other day, we are one of 50 million sperm that made it to the egg. And if we haven't touched on our full potential, there's something seriously wrong. Because the opportunities out in this world of technology, of actors, of playwrights, firemen, nurses, to be great, but of service, to be great, and to be happy. But how are you going to get happy? By just letting life pass you by? No. No. You've got to do something. You've got to put your stamp. You've got to put your stamp square right in the middle where everybody can see it. So it's up to you guys. It's up to you. But once you get that burning desire, you get that, which it is a burning desire. Once you get that burning desire inside you and it can't be stopped, and you get that laser vision, you're thinking, you know what, this is it now. This is what I'm going for. This is what I'm going to do. I'm making my mark. I've drawn my line in the stand, and you know what? I'm not going to cross that line, not until I've done what I've had to do. Then you can come and take me, and I can lie down and sleep and let the worms eat me, because I know that I've achieved what I set out to achieve. I won't let somebody else just boss me for the entirety since I've been on this planet, and I haven't done what I wanted to do. But as I said, you get yourself around the right people, because as I said, things can't keep going the way that they're going, but you are the one that has to make the change. Only you can make the change. You can hear the words. You can have somebody pointing in the right direction, say, you know what, travel that path because you've already been on that other path, and look where you are. It hasn't done anything for you whatsoever. So go down there and see what happens. Go down there, come along, because look, all the people with the great intentions and great thoughts and great words and great inspiration and motivation for yourself are down there, and they will help you. Why not give it a go? Let me ask you this. What have you got to lose? But what have you got to gain? Just think about that for a second. What have you got to lose? A bit of time. But when you've gone, you've got no more time. So the time that you're putting in, 5 years, 6 years, even if it's 10 years, but at least you know what you're going for, and you can say, you know what, at least I've tried. At least I've tried. And I was trying when this happened to me and that happened to me, but I'm trying. What are you doing? As people point their fingers, oh, I don't know what you're doing that for. You're doing that. Keep doing what you're doing. But no, it's that change, isn't it? I said, because I know that it's going to be a time of change where people have to recognise that people still can't keep living like the way they're living, because you get found out in the end anyhow. We all get found out. We get found out for our frailties, for our ego, for not trying. There's nothing wrong with trying too much. Keep trying and trying and trying. Well, as the song goes, try and try and try. You'll succeed at last. These lyrics for songs and everything else were done for a reason, major, because you will succeed at last. So guys, you will succeed at last. So don't let your talent pass you by and end up wishing when it's too late. So, Inspirational Post by Leverson, daily. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Enjoy yourselves. Don't let it pass you by.